Hey guys, this is Garrett here with the Career Create and Resume Box. You're probably here because you bought this resume on Etsy, but if you found your way here on YouTube, please feel free to follow the link below and get your copy of this template for $7.95. You'll be able to figure out pretty much how to make it by yourself just by watching the template, but I'm telling you, $7.95 is well worth the time you'll save by using the pre-made template. Before we start, I just want to say two things. One, as I'm using a new screen recording software that doesn't have the noise reduction capabilities of the last one that I was using. I'm beside a road, and I've decided to record later at night so the traffic's not heavy, but there's still going to be the occasional car, and I want to apologize in advance, and I really hope that it doesn't cause too many distractions and we can get through this and you still gain the knowledge that you need to know by watching the template. The second thing is if you look here, you'll see a diamond. Okay, so the resume that you bought or the resume thumbnail from YouTube that you clicked on may not have had a diamond on it. And for each resume, I create 4 copies of it, and there's the same resume except for they have a different design feature. Whether it's an hourglass, a diamond, it has no design feature at the interface of the rectangles, or it has these little arrows, sort of like a reverse hourglass. You don't have the wrong tutorial. I don't want you to think that. They're all the same, and everything I teach you on how to operate this one is going to be the exact same as the one that you bought if yours is different. So with that, let's start. I'm going to show you how this resume template's put together and how to make any changes that you want. And at the end of the video, if you still need help after you've started working on it, just send me an email or a message on Etsy and I'll help you within 24 hours. That's my goal, is to help everyone within 24 hours. So we may not get to a final product within 24 hours, but we'll be well on our way. And if I have to get on a video call with you on Teams or Zoom or Skype and we have to do this together, I'll take the time to do that because I want you to have the resume that you need to get the job of your dreams. So, there are 4 main components to this resume template that we really need to talk about that are going to allow you to modify any way that you want. The first is text boxes. The second is the words themselves, and that will include fonts, colors, and their text spacing. 3 are the icons, and 4 are the outline rectangles. So with these 4 things, you'll be able to change anything. So first off, text boxes. Everything is in a text box. So if we go here, this is in a text box. It can be moved. This is in a text box. Everything here is in a text box. And what's great about text boxes is it's going to allow you to move these things anywhere you want, completely independently of where the lines are on a normal Word document. So it gives you a little bit more versatility. And everything inside the text document works the same. You can come in here, you can modify things just like you would if there were no text box. So the only one that's different is this one. And this is a group of text boxes. So if you want to move or rearrange all of it, you click the big one and move it around. If you only want to move the letters, you can do that. Or if you only want to move the icons, you can click on those and move those. And that's pretty much all there is to text boxes. Next, let's talk about the actual fonts and the words themselves, the text of the resume. So let's highlight this and take a look. So this is in Times New Roman. We can change it to any font that we want. I suggest this one. This one's going to go over great with any company. It's just a great all-around font. But you can change the size. If you go too big, you can use this to fill up space. If you end up with white space, you can increase your font to like a 12 or a 13. When you do that, sometimes, depending on how long it is, you might have to make the text box bigger and the rectangle that it's in bigger. So it'll take some rearrangement to do that, but if you got the white space, it's really not that complicated of a procedure. To make the text box bigger, you just click and drag right there, and it's the same thing with the diamond itself. You can move it, make it bigger. It's behind the text box, you can't really see it. So let's go ahead and click back, get back to here. This color, this gold color, is a custom color. You'll notice if we go to the colors, it's not on here. So to get it on here, we'll go to more colors, and it's already preset. We'll just hit OK, and then the next time it's going to be down here in recent colors, and you're going to be able to use it anywhere that you want to use it. So the only thing left to really talk about is going to be the text spacing. So the main body of this has a normal text spacing, and what that is that means that the letters are pushed together right beside each other. But on these titles and on the names, that's not the case. So I had to create spacing to make it look better. So to get into the spacing, you go to the little arrow at the bottom of the font, go to Advanced, and you'll notice that the spacing is expanded by 6 points. Let me show you what happens whenever I change that to 0. It pushed everything together, and it doesn't look as good. And that's personal preference. You might think it looks good or better, and you can change this however you want to. For me, I like to use, I think it looks good, expanded by 6 points. And these, I believe these are expanded by 2.5 points. So, and it's all personal preference. You can go in and change it, modify it, see what you like. So the third thing are the icons. So if we click this icon, let's click this one, it's further down and it won't be in the way. We'll go up here to graphics format. And first thing, notice the size. The size of it is 0.28 inches by 0.28 inches. And you don't have to keep the size. You can go up to 0.3, 0.35, 0.25, whatever you want the spacing to be. Whatever you think looks better, you can change the size. Going too big is gonna make things hard. And when you import the icons from the icon pack that I include, if you've decided to change them out, if you like some of those other ones better, they're going to come in at like 1 inch. So what you'll do is you'll right click them in the icon pack, copy them, paste them over here. They're going to be big. You immediately go into graphics format, change their size, and then put them where they need to be. Once you do that, you can come in here and change their color. Graphics fill is useless. Let's say if we did gold, you'll notice, oh look, it made them all solid gold. So we don't want that. We're not going to use graphics fill. Let's go to graphics outline. So now this changes the color of our icons. And if you want to change the color, that'll be the way that you do it. That's it for the icons. Now let's talk about the outline rectangles. So these lines, not those, these where the diamonds and everything are, those are actually individual rectangles that are placed perfectly together so that they give the illusion of lines that separate everything. So if we click here, we've selected that rectangle, and if we click here, we'll select this rectangle. And that's what I've learned over making these resumes, is the ones on the right side, they're easily accessible from the top, and the ones on the left side are easily accessible from the left side. So we can go down here. When you click this one, it's a big rectangle that goes all the way to the top of the page. This section isn't in a rectangle, it's just surrounded by them. This is in its own small rectangle, and so on and so forth. They're in rectangles, and that's what gives you the lines. So let's talk about changing the rectangles. Alright, this is the best example, is if we go to the references. So there's a reference sheet, you can choose to use it or not, and you may decide that you only want 2 references. So let's do that. Let's move the text box up to match the new size. Let's move the rectangle up to match the new size. And let's move the extras up to match the new size. And let's say that you want to include more extras. So you can just do it. You can come in and add them. Or you can add more detail to the ones that already exist. So in the 3-page document, the extras tab is actually expanded. It gives more detail. It'll, like for example, with the memberships, it'll have this place to put the organization that you had the membership, what year you had it, what your position was in the organization, and all of that kind of stuff. So you can copy and paste that into here if you'd like to, or you can just use the 3-page resume. Either one's fine. Now, one thing to notice, and this is the important part, is now that we've moved the box or the rectangles, the diamond no longer fits. So let's take and move the diamond up, and right now let's just get it kind of close, because to get it right we're going to have to go down here and increase the size all the way up, and that's going to give us much more precision when we're moving the thing. Put it there. It doesn't look perfect. We're fully zoomed in, and so if we zoom out to 100, or that was 124, let's go to 100. Zoom to 100. Now it looks fine. So nobody's going to be able to tell it's a little bit off when they're reading it on the Word or PDF, or when they print it out. Everything's going to look perfect, and even if it was a little bit off, nobody's going to notice. They're going to be reading the body of the resume. They're going to see the diamond, and they're going to think it's a nice design element, but they're not going to notice that it's a little bit off. And with that, I think that's pretty much all you need to know to change the main components of the resume. If you don't care, please take a moment to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates on my new products. I'm going to be making digital planners. I'm going to be making business creation paperwork, all sorts of forms and documents that are going to help you with your career and for your business goals, even your life goals and finance. So that way you're going to be updated whenever something new comes out, if you'd like to take a look at that. And it's going to help with the algorithm. That way other people can find me, and maybe my products can help them in their life too. And thank you for your support. If you have any issues, please feel free to send me a message and I'll help you out. I'll do anything I can to get you. You're going to get a resume that you're happy with, and one that's going to help you with your career. So I hope you have a great day. I wish you all the luck in your career, in your job search, and in your career. And I hope that you get the job of your dreams. Thank you, guys.